We are kicking things off right now with major action in Washington and Florida. Survivors of Jeffrey Epstein are demanding accountability, and the Department of Justice is under intense scrutiny following a recent hearing in West Palm Beach, Florida. Democratic lawmakers used this session to sharply criticize the DOJ's handling of the Epstein case, demanding transparency and accountability for the millions of files released. We dive into exactly what survivors are demanding from the DOJ and why this investigation is still far from over.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we shift gears completely and bring you some deep dives into the world of influential content and personal journeys. We are moving from high-stakes legal matters to the communities shaping our culture. Get ready for insights from the latest episodes of Survivor 50 Episode 8 Recap, where we explore the dynamics of global opinion formers and a look into the intense challenges faced in the immunity challenge. Pesky palate. The story continues with a powerful intersection of faith and advocacy. We connect with Gen Z evangelist Bryce Crawford as he shares a deeply personal conversation with sexual abuse survivor and advocate Marina Lacerda. Lacerda opens up about her harrowing experiences with Jeffrey Epstein, her fight for transparency, and her plans to launch a nonprofit to help human trafficking victims in Brazil. This is a story of trauma, resilience, and finding hope. And finally, we look at the spiritual journey of Bryce Crawford and the broader message of hope he is sharing. Hear how Crawford found his path as a Christian and how he is using his platform to encourage others. We explore the profound testimony of Marina Lacerda and the unwavering message of hope she carries forward. Don't miss this essential coverage. Subscribe now and tell us what you think in the comments below. Survivors of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein voiced strong demands for accountability directed at the Department of Justice during a hearing held in West Palm Beach, Florida. The event, which was led by Democratic lawmakers, focused heavily on criticizing the DOJ's management of the Epstein case files. The session, described as a shadow hearing, did not include any Republican lawmakers. Survivors expressed deep dissatisfaction with how the Department of Justice handled documents related to Epstein, specifically raising concerns that their identities were not properly redacted from official documents, despite assurances of privacy. One anonymous survivor highlighted the disparity in treatment, stating, "I kept my identity protected as Jane Doe. I woke up one day with my name mentioned over 500 times." This individual further criticized the process, noting that while wealthy and powerful individuals seemed protected by redaction, their personal information was exposed to the public. The hearing is part of a broader congressional investigation into Epstein and his associates. Although the DOJ released millions of documents concerning Epstein earlier this year, survivors and numerous lawmakers continue to press for greater transparency and accountability regarding these files. A recap of Survivor Season 50, Episode 8, titled Know-It-Alls, is available for viewing on fathomjournal.org. The episode provides a detailed look into the latest challenges, alliances, and strategic maneuvers within the competition. For those interested in in-depth analysis of reality television, the recap offers a comprehensive overview of the episode's key moments and contestant dynamics. Furthermore, Fathom encourages readers to join over 9,000 global opinion formers by subscribing to its influential weekly newsletter, ensuring they stay up to date with the latest in compelling content. In a high-stakes competition, the challenge known as Pesky Palate, part of the Survivor Immunity Challenge titled Blood V's Water, has concluded. Details regarding the specific outcomes of this segment are available via the Fathom Journal. For those interested in staying connected with influential global opinion formers, the platform encourages subscriptions to Fathom's weekly newsletter, which boasts a global readership exceeding 9,000 subscribers. Bryce Crawford, a Gen Z evangelist and podcaster, shared a powerful message of hope on his latest podcast episode by interviewing sexual abuse survivor and advocate Marina Lacerda. Crawford invited Lacerda to his Bible study, praying for God to send more Christians to offer her support. Lacerda, known as Minor Victim 1 in the initial Jeffrey Epstein investigation, has shared her harrowing experiences with the abuse. Between the ages of 14 and 17, Lacerda was a victim of notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. She publicly shared her story during an emotional testimony on Capitol Hill last fall and has called for the release of the Epstein files, citing the need for transparency. At 37, Lacerda is now focused on launching a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting human trafficking victims in Brazil, her home country. In a previous interview with Crawford, Lacerda detailed her difficult journey, recounting moving to New York as a child, being sexually abused by her stepfather, and working long hours to support her family at age 12. She described how grooming and abuse escalated, noting that she blocked out much of the trauma. Lacerda also revealed that Epstein intimidated her from testifying against him in 2008, which she felt may have influenced a favorable outcome for the sex offender in federal proceedings. Lacerda expressed a profound sense of fear, stating she believes Epstein is still alive despite his reported 2019 death. Furthermore, she shared struggles with addiction, including Xanax laced with fentanyl, and described surviving a seizure as a moment where she felt God intervened to highlight the importance of hope and kindness. Crawford, who became a Christian at age 17 after an encounter with God at a Waffle House, and is now leading the nonprofit ministry Jesus in the Street, emphasized the message of hope offered through Jesus.